The Seahawks take on the Rams, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. The Rams are -7, totals 46. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my safe and secure website at brockpage.com. Now, we're currently 6-2 with a push in our last 9 $1.99 daily best plays on brockpage.com. And if you want to access today's $1.99 daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. And the link for that pick is in the description section below. The Rams are leading the NFL in offensive yards per play, as Matthew Stafford's thrown for nearly 3,900 yards and 33 touchdowns. And his favorite target's easily been Cooper Kupp, who's got 113 grabs for nearly 1,500 yards and a dozen scores. Now, this impressive Rams offense is in the top 3 in the NFL in passing yards per contest. Meanwhile, defensively, on the other side of the football, they're currently in the top 5 in fewest points allowed per contest on the road. And when it comes to the injury report, Allen is questionable. Rochelle is out. Now, the Rams are taking on a Seattle team who lost 6 out of their last 9 ball games themselves, and they also have themselves a losing record on the road. This porous Seattle defense allows more yards per contest than any other team in the NFL, and they're also dead last in pass defense as well. Now, they rank in the bottom 3 in takeaways, so just keep those factors in mind. But it's just not, defense where these guys have been struggling. Seattle's currently in the bottom 5 in offensive yards per contest as well, and they're also dead last in the NFL in offensive time of possession. Now, injury-wise, Jackson, Diggs, and Metcalf are questionable. When it comes to the total in this one, the Hawks are 6-1 to the under on the road this season, and they also find themselves 10-3 to the under for the entire year. Meanwhile, the Rams are 6-3 to the under in their last 9 themselves. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean toward the LA Rams -7, under 46. Next and final matchup, it is going to be football team versus the Eagles, 7 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Philadelphia is -7, totals 42. But despite being favored in this one, the Eagles actually play their worst football at the Link, as the Birds currently have gone just 1-4 straight up in South Philly. And even though they run the ball very well in front of their home fans, these guys are in the bottom 3 in the NFL in home passing. But it's actually not just the offense that's been struggling at home. This Philly defense is also in the bottom 10 in defending the pass at home, and they also rank in the bottom 10 in defensive yards per play at home as well. Now, when it comes to the injury report, Nelson and Watkins are questionable for the Birds. Meanwhile, for Washington, well, they're the reason this game got moved back to Tuesday due to COVID. Now, McKissick and Samuel, they are out. Meanwhile, Roberts, Ioannidis, McLaurin, and Cosme, they are questionable. But I'll tell you this much. Even when Washington has been shorthanded and banged up, they've still managed to get the W here recently. The football team's currently 4-1 straight up in their last 5, and they successfully covered the point spread 4 times during that stretch. The football team's also played quite well defensively when traveling, as they're currently in the top 3 in rush defense on the road. Cole Holcomb has 110 tackles on the season, along with 6 PBUs and a couple of picks. Now, Holcomb also has a pair of forced fumbles and a pick 6 as well. Meanwhile, Kendall Fuller has 13 PDs from the secondary himself, as well as 64 total tackles. Now, this Washington defense is currently in the top 10 in the NFL in fewest road points allowed. And although I haven't talked much about this Washington offense, just keep in mind that these guys have actually done a really nice job establishing the run on the road, as they're currently in the top 10 in the league in rush yards per contest away from home. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the number in this one, Washington's last 3 straight fell under the posted total. 7-1 to the under in their last 8. I'm going to lean toward Washington +7, under 42. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are currently 6-2 with a push in our last 9 $1.99 daily best plays. I like the Rams -7 under 46. I also like Washington +7 under 42. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. If you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, just keep in mind, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of December. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And if you want to get access to every single pick that I give out on that website, you may want to think about signing up for my board member tier package, where board members get access to every single pick that I give out all the way through the end of December. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.